Hey guys, FilthyRobot here with Arumba, continue our EU4 playthrough. And here I'm going to read every single box out loud, and we're going to discuss in depth the ramifications of these, correct?
No.
So
Let's
there's
not.
seven, so we have 18 of these, and it's 18 sevens to figure out the number of total things we're going to read.
Well, yes, but each one of these idea groups has 7 ideas in it, but they also have a finisher. So they actually have 8 modifiers you get from each idea group.
Ooh, that's even more reading. That's going to be amazing. We have a
Yeah,
lot to look
so
forward to.
let's just do this. I'm gonna give you a very quick summary of each idea group in the diplomatic category only, and then I'm gonna narrow it down from these 6 down to just 2 for you to make a choice from.
Perfect.
Okay. Espionage ideas is about spying. It makes you better at spying.
I was reading
Pretty
those. They look
straightforward.
kind of weak.
They are very weak. They are pretty trashed here.
Okay.
And Espionage Ideas has had a few revamps, and it's pretty much one of the worst idea groups in the entire game.
Okay.
So we're not going to let you choose that one. I've tried it since they recently revamped the Espionage system, and it still is just not good enough to justify taking, ever. Diplomatic Ideas is about giving you the ability to cancel royal marriages for free. You can break truces for less stability hits, less aggressive expansion. It gives you more diplomatic interactions. Because they have an extra diplomat, more diplomatic relations.
The flexible
better
negotiation
reputation.
caught my eye on that, but the rest didn't seem like
It's
particularly useful right this instant.
the 7th idea, diplomatic core, is very good. Diplomatic tech cost minus 10% will save you thousands and thousands of monarch points over the course of a game.
Okay.
There's 32 tech levels, and you start on tech 3 as our nation, so that's 29 levels of tech you could potentially save, depending on what tech level you actually are at when you finish this idea group. So we're talking about a couple thousand points. It's a lot. Trade ideas, quite naturally, is about trading. Makes you much better at making money from trade routes. You get more merchants. You can steer trade better.
I need to stop you for half a second because I don't know if I'm fully understanding some part of this yet. So when we click on, if I were to click on trade ideas, do we get all 7 of these bonuses right now, or do we choose one of
Nope.
those 7?
No, you build them up from left to right.
Ah, okay, that is important information.
Yep. So the first idea you would unlock would cost you 400 Diplo points, and in this case, if you took trade, the first idea you would take is global trade power plus 20%.
Okay.
After that, the second idea would be the extra merchant.
And it's
You
going to cost
just-
me 400
Yep.
again for that?
Yes.
Okay.
2,800 points for a whole idea group.
All right. And can I get these bonuses whenever I have the points available for them, or is there some other timing? Okay. It's just buy them when they're available, when I have the points.
Just like taking a technology level. Whenever you feel like it's the right time for your nation to tech up, you can take an idea.
Okay. So you're up through trade ideas. Keep going.
Yeah. Exploration is all about colonization. You want to make colonial nations and milk the money from the New World. That's what that's all about.
Sounds glorious, but this is a part of the game we've never talked about at all. I didn't even realize that colonizing New World was part of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, of course, the New World wasn't colonized in 1444, so we got to go colonize the New World. Maritime Ideas is about having more ship stuff. Look at the second one. You get more sailors. You know how I feel about that.
That's amazing.
Maritime is like,
Well, it's we're just gonna take it for that. Then we're gonna spend all the Diplo points till we get merchant marines, and then we're done. We're good. It's the best
that's
idea group.
like the second lowest idea group, at least in my mind. I hate Maritime Ideas as well because almost all of them are trash. But anyway, and then influence is about vassal integration. It's about having lots of vassals, diplomatically annexing people instead of conquering them.
Wow, none of these are all that appealing then from the sounds of it to me, because we don't
Well,
care about the espionage, we don't care about the maritime stuff, we don't care about the influence idea. So really, let me guess, you're gonna narrow it down between trade ideas and let me just look
Well,
through the other one.
I'd go down to the 3, diplomatic, trade, or exploration.
Okay.
I'm not quite getting you down to the 2 you wanted, but we've cut it in half.
Yeah. Okay. Now the thing is that I guess we're not using these diplomatic power for much anything right now. I don't really know what else we can use it for. So the idea of having another diplomat is really abhorrent to me right now, because I
Yes.
don't like micromanaging them.
We're also not using our diplomatic relations right now. Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
a while till we got anything of value out of diplomatic ideas.
I
It's a
assume
great-
that just the passive
idea,
income
though.
off trade would be useful.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we don't have.
Very.
I guess I'm leaning towards trade ideas right now. We don't have anything to do with exploration right now. I don't know when the timing for that will be, when we're doing settle colonies and get colonists and shit. Maybe when we get +1 colonists, we could do it right away. I don't know. So
Well,
yeah.
I can very quickly just answer that question. If we were playing as Castile, Aragon, or Portugal, we could colonize right now.
Okay.
If we were playing as Tlemcen, Morocco, anyone that's on the northwestern coast of Africa
Uh-huh.
or the southwestern coast of Europe could do colonization from the very beginning. But we're a little far away. It's going to take us another 20 to 30 years until we have the colonization range to actually be able to reach the New World from where we live. So it'd be slow. It is something really fun to do. Playing a colonial Scottish game is great. but I would probably advise against it if you want to have any kind of fun or interaction with it right this second. So I would agree. Trades is a good idea. Is that what you chose?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, cool. Now, definitely, if I had to choose between taking the diplomatic tech of, well, actually, this is kind of an interesting thing.
So why did it cost us anything? So I thought this was going to cost us 400.
No, we unlocked the idea group, but you haven't actually taken an idea yet. Now,
well, the first one of these is green already.
Yeah, it's green saying you can buy it if you want.
No, I see. The green doesn't mean have. Green means I could buy. I see.
Yes. So here's the thing. If you were to take it, we get global trade power plus 20%. On the other hand, if we were to take the diplomatic technology, then we would have trade efficiency plus 5, which is functionally equivalent to global trade plus 5. And then by being ahead of time on Diplotech, we would also get plus 20% trade efficiency. So
what do you mean ahead of time?
Notice how top right corner of the technology, look at the technology tab.
Yeah.
You see for admin, we're plus 40%.
Yeah.
We're 4 years ahead of time. When you hover over the little clock, you can see by being 4 years ahead of time, you get the following bonuses. If you're even 1 year ahead of time, these are the fixed bonuses that you get always. If you're ever ahead of time on any level of tech or administrative, you get production efficiency plus 20% and yearly corruption minus 0.05.
Okay.
If you're ahead of time on Diplo, you get plus 20% trade efficiency.
Do we care about production efficiency? So what is production? Okay, so we don't know. These are yields from the province?
Yes. I just love watching your mind here and just try to figure out what I know I talked about this before. What the hell does this number mean? What is this?
Yeah.
Production efficiency is the multiplier you get on your base production values in every province.
So that's quite a large multiplier, 70%.
It is and it isn't. If you go to the economy tab.
All right. Got
okay.
It. I'm there.
The income list. We got taxation, production, trade.
Yeah.
See how it says in parentheses 35, 30, and 5. You hover over the 30, you can see that we right now have 30% bonus to our production efficiency, 10% from technology, 20% from being ahead of time in admin tech.
Mm-hmm.
Even with those bonuses, our monthly income from the production right now is 3.35 ducats.
Right. But we're going to more than double that, right?
So one way I would look at that is if you were to actually take the current number, 3.35, divide it by the multiplier, which is plus 30%, our base monthly income is 2.6.
Okay.
So you could value being ahead of time on production efficiency at 20% of your base. So we're talking about 0.51 ducats.
Okay.
Is what being ahead of time on production efficiency gives you. The actual effect. It's not very much money. Not a big deal. Trade efficiency, on the other hand, is worse. We actually only make 1.77 ducats from trade.
So that's under economy still. Our trade 1.77, and then you're getting the base by dividing it by whatever.
Yeah, 1.77 divided by 105%.
Yeah. Okay.
To get down to 100. So
the production is better right now.
Production's, well, we already had the production because we took the admin tech.
I thought we didn't take that. Oh,
we took the admin tech.
Those are the currently applied bonuses.
Yes. So anyway, long story short, I'm not trying to confuse you, but I'm just pointing out that you have a decision to make. You could continue to take Diplotech instead of taking an idea group in order to be ahead of time on Diplotech, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It's a choice you could make. But in this case, I would highly recommend taking the ideas.
What does trade range do?
Trade range, if you go to the trade map mode, shortcut key should be Y once or twice, depending on what screen you're on.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so remember how we talked like episode 1 or 2 about how some of these had the little checkered marks in them, some of them don't?
Yep.
Increasing your trade range will increase the number of these that are no longer checkered. How far you can interact.
Checkered is shit we can't trade with.
It's too far away to interact with.
Do we have okay? Do we have traders? People doing trading? Like, how do I know what element? Like, okay, we get better range on our trade routes, but I didn't even know we had trade routes.
Well, let's just say we could interact with another trade node that we currently can't interact with. We could send a merchant to it, is what we could do.
Okay.
And from there, you could try to steer trade or something.
Okay.
Which soon, if you've taken trade ideas, we're going to end up with 5 merchants now instead of just 2.
Fantastic.
So
my biggest thing I like about merchants is that we've only micromanaged them once so far this game. So that was kind of nice. So more of those is fine. All right. Well, so let me go back.
Now that you've taken trade ideas, this is actually going to become a much, much bigger part to this specific Scottish playthrough, is that we're going to pay a lot more attention to trade than we would otherwise, because this is going to be a big part of how we shape our nation, how we build, how we choose where to expand, how we decide what kind of ships to build. Because clearly, if we're a trade-focused nation, we're going to want more light ships and we're going to want heavies and transports, because we really need to take advantage of our primary source of income, which is going to end up being trade this route. So anyway, go ahead and take the idea.
Can I take the idea? I think I already did.
No, you didn't. You got to go to the ideas tab, click on the little green thing, The little green first
Whoa,
idea.
whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean take the idea? This is global trade power plus 20%. I thought we just looked at this and decided that was worse than the admin tech. Did we not?
Okay.
I thought we just decided this. So we looked at the admin tech. So diplomatic tech, not admin tech, excuse me. Oh, I see. Because I was looking at workshops with 50% production efficiency, but that's the admin tech. And we don't have admin points. We have diplo points. And the diplo point is trade range, trade efficiency, or naval maintenance. And that compared to the 20 is worse.
It's not going to be particularly good either way because our trade income is pretty garbage at the moment.
Right, but 5% trade efficiency, which is what we get off of taking basic financial instruments, and plus trade range really doesn't do much for us right now. And we don't want to pay more naval maintenance. So that tech is not great for us right now.
Exactly. And generally, the further you get into an idea group, the better the ideas tend to be. And then also, every third idea we unlock one of our Scottish ideas.
Ooh.
So 2 more of those, and we'll also get Break the Black Douglas, National Unrest -1.
Okay.
See how 1/3 of that first one is filled in now.
Okay.
And then now you get your lit indicator saying we're most of the way towards an extra merchant.
Let's go back to killing things.
Yeah. Okay, that was a big aside. I apologize for that. Wait, let's go fight this army. See what happens. You want to watch the battle?
No, I don't care about their battle. I care about our battle.
Well, their battle is going to become our battle. Right now, he's rolled a horrible 1 versus a 9 in the shock phase. Good job, Novgorod.
But he's fighting little guys. Oh, now he's got bigger guys.
There he goes. -1 versus a 7. Nice work, Novgorod. He's trying to lose this war.
He's about to get fucking stack right. Do we want to go in there?
If we reinforce this, we can probably win.
But okay, that was the first round, right? He's only been 1 round.
No, he's on his second shock phase right now. So he's like.
This is the end. So sorry. What is the order? Fire then shock, or shock then? What is
fire then shock?
Fire then shock. So this is the end of the second round.
See the white flag with the cross on it. If you hover over that, may not retreat until May 16th. He's got 2 more days till he can retreat. So if he survives just 2 more days, he's not going to get stack wiped. He'll be fine. Okay. But he's also not going to win this fight, and we still have the option to not reinforce. He rolled so poorly, I don't think we should reinforce.
Yeah, I don't want to go near there. It's 20k army, and he's about to. This guy's at 10.
He rolled like 2. Look at the roll right now. He rolled a 2 versus a 7 again. Like every single roll, he's been down by like 6. So I think you should just stop this and head back to. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. We have a pressing engagement in the smallest. Sorry.
That was impressively bad. That is no Wallace right there.
No.
So if we're not going to be in any battles, we want to retreat.
Who is there? Who is their leader?
The Novgorod leader? He's a 0100.
Yeah, what's his name though?
His name is Yevgeny.
Yevgeny
Vyumin.
Insubstantial.
Were you naming a province after a bad general from another nation?
No, I'm not naming a province. I'm just suggesting what his nickname is. We have Wallace Bagurthy. That is the insubstantial over there. Anyways.
Okay. Well, anyway, I would probably park the army in defensive terrain, either Vitebsk or Bryansk.
Defensive terrain I can find by finding the fucking queue. Okay.
Queue, simple terrain.
And we're gonna go to Vitebsk.
Yep. Just check your supply. Make sure that the supply limit can support the army, which it can.
Don't know how to do that. So I click on a province. I can't do it directly from the province. I have to do R.
If you click on the province itself, you can
R.
Look at that,
now have various shades of brown.
Yep.
Supply limit 20, and that is just regiment supply. Like that's 20 to 14 or 15, where we're at right now. Mm-hmm. We're at 15. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
If you have the supply limit map mode open while your army is selected, it'll actually color it based on whether the army is safe to move into that province without suffering attrition.
And it's green versus some other color?
Yellow, green versus yellow versus red.
So green like anywhere in this entire world pretty much right now we could go except for like 3 spots.
Yeah, and the big reason for that is that Wallace has 5 maneuvers, so he's reducing the unit weight by 5.
Okay.
So our 15 stack is effectively marching around like it's a 10 stack.
Got it.
Okay, cool. Anyway, let's just wait and see what happens because we have to. We're not doing that fight. We could go try to fight that Tiver army again.
No.
We could easily beat him up there.
Nope.
But hanging out near Lithuania seems pretty appealing to me as well.
Okay. We're not deploying more troops. I don't want to spend money reinforcing right now. Too low on cash.
Would you like to go up to speed 3 then while we?
Yes. Genoa has declared war in Milan. All right, so that troop stack ran all the way over this way. It's still at 10k. I assume they're going to reinforce. Look at these big armies just moving around doing nothing.
Got kicked out of England because we were trying to spy too much. Well, Lithuania is still just kind of messing about with this war with the Teutons. Now, notice that there was a peace deal.
Minus 4%. I did not notice we had a peace deal. That's annoying. Okay.
Well, there was a peace deal. Poland and the Teutons are no longer at war.
How did you see that there was a peace deal?
I was just watching the map.
Okay.
I think there may have been a pop-up. I don't know. I click them off so quickly most of the time
Don't worry
that
about it.
I forget about them. But Poland. Left click on any province in Poland, and now you should see the darker green or the full green. You can see he conquered 4 new provinces from the Teutons.
Yep.
The green dashed lines.
Yep.
So because he ended his war with the Teutons, the land that he had occupied that he didn't take is now back in the Teutons' control. So this has just kind of caused Lithuania to just, oh crap, I gotta go siege this stuff.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna go after all those provinces that are now unoccupied. So Lithuania is not gonna be any help here for a while, and that means we're not gonna be any help for a while.
Just out of curiosity, so if I have Lithuania selected now, and I can see that there's the yellow and reds on Muscovy, and one of the provinces of Muscovy is the RZHEV province.
Yeah.
So that means they have claims on that, right?
Yep, exactly.
And isn't there better war score based on occupying territories that they have claims in?
No. War score is just based on the development of the province.
I thought when we were
modifiers.
fighting in the north of England, that by occupying Cumbria, we had better war score per time period.
By occupying Cumbria, it was the war goal.
Okay, that's different than the claim.
Yeah, if you want to look at the war goal, the war that we're in is the Muscovite conquest of Kargopol. So the war goal is the province of Kargopol.
Okay. Where the fuck is Kargopol? Does it tell me that somewhere?
If you...
I could find it again using F, I suppose, but I was just wondering if it was an easy.
Not really, no. So because Muscovy occupies the war goal right now, he's earning a ticking war score. But
Okay.
I'm letting you control the army, and you don't really want to march up there and defend it, so it's fine.
No, I don't want to fucking march
But-
up.
by the way-
Look at the 18 stack roaming around up there.
And by the way, I just want to go ahead and point out how amazing our ally is. He just marched his army through the province we were sitting in, just caused us both to suffer attrition. It's brilliant.
Wow. Thanks.
He suffered 2.7. We only suffered 0.8 because we have Wallace. But yeah, it was brilliant maneuvering there.
All right, well, let's let him. Okay, he's marked up there. I'm actually okay. We got a pop up. Business is booming.
Nice.
Merchants
like a
are
trade.
attracted to our realm, and our trade efficiency has increased as well. We just gained 5% trade efficiency until 1472. 10 years.
Okay. So what that is, just it's not a big deal, but I just want to mention it. It's called a pulse event. Once you've unlocked an idea group, you get these things called five-year pulse events. Every 5 years, you're going to get an event related to the ideas you've selected.
Okay.
So there are X number of events that can happen if you've taken trade, and we just had our first pulse, and that's what we get for the next period of time. 5 years from now, we're going to get another one.
All right.
Some of them are good, some of them are bad, most of them are good.
All right. I am now interested in poking my head out here a little bit. Can we take in? I don't know how to compare these still. So we were. All right. If I right click on Muscovy, I can see his tech level. His military tech level is 5. So we're equal military tech level with him. He has an 18 stack. We have a 15 stack. I don't know how to see his morale is at full, but I don't know. That's not like the same amount of morale. There's things that modify morale, right? So him being at full is not the same as us being at full necessarily.
We most likely have more morale than he does, just based on the fact that I'm pretty sure we have more prestige than he does. You can check that in the ledger if you'd like. I'll just go check it real quick.
Yeah, thanks.
He's got 5 prestige. So we definitely have more morale than he does. We also still have our morale of armies advisor, which he may or may not have.
And then looking at his stack here, he has leaders. It says leaders, the three in the crossed rifles. That's fire stage, right?
Yes.
And fire stage is not very important here.
Exactly. His general is deceptively bad.
Yeah, because it's 0 shock, 3, and it has what's the cannon one?
It's siege value.
But he has no siege units.
So he has. He gets +1 to his siege rolls because the general provides siege value.
Okay, that's fine. But no one gives a fuck for that in like a fight when there's no fort.
Battles.
Right. Exactly. So he basically has a good modifier to a shitty attribute. He has a 0 modifier to a better attribute, and then he has 14 infantry and 4 cav.
Yeah. So his army's wider than ours. We would get flanked. That's bad. We have better maneuver. We have a 2-2 versus his 3-0. So because we have better maneuver, we would never have to worry about rivers. All we have to care about is the terrain itself. So if we could choose defensive terrain and make him suffer a river crossing with a -2 penalty, we could easily beat that army. But we're going to take substantial casualties. 25, 30, 40% of our army will die and we'll get to reinforce them. So,
but wiping that or doing a pretty big damage to that 18 stack could be good, especially while Novgorod is sieging. Well, I guess the siege is gonna take fucking forever, so it might not matter that much for that. Okay.
I would recommend. Man, all of their generals are so lopsided. Pskov has a 5-0-3-1, Muscovy has a 3-0-3-1, and Tver has a 3-0-1-1. None of them have a single point in shock. That is so bad. Ow. Anyway, I'm going to just steer your attention to that army that's in the northwest part, the Tver army, the 5.5 stack, marching into Kexholm.
Okay. You think we should go pick off a smaller army because it's easier?
Go for the weaker army, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Because remember, just like last time, if we can attack that army and then the enemy tries to reinforce, and we can beat that army before they arrive, we can then become the defender in defensive terrain behind a river.
Okay.
And it's an easier army for us to fight in the first place. It's also a slightly worse general. Well, not much worse than the Muscovy general, but...
So if I look at this, they are going to Kex. Damn, it's annoying that the terrain map doesn't also have the names on it. So they're going to Kex.
Unfortunately, we don't have military access through Denmark. We also can't get it because they hate us.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but...
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I would just march up that way. Probably go near Ladoga and see what you can see.
Let's do it. Let's march up that way.
All right, cool. You need to make some stuff happen here, man. You're losing this war. -5 war score. The hell?
Yep.
But we're gonna do better.
We're gonna get Wallace over there, and he'll lay down the girth.
You know what's gonna end up happening, right?
Yeah.
Wallace. Okay, wait. Got a battle happening. Wallace is gonna die at a pivotal point, and then we're gonna lose the war.
I'm unnaming the province after him if that happens. I'm just gonna put that out there right now so he understands there's a lot at stake here.
This looks good. We're gonna arrive on the 28th. He'll arrive on the 5th. We're gonna be the defender versus a 1-1 in defensive terrain. So
whoa, because they are marching over to Olonets and we're going to Olonets?
No, neither of us are going to Olonets. We're going to Novgorod.
What are you talking about? The 5.5 is going to Olonets. It says it right there. We'll arrive in Olonets.
No. You see the battle indicator in Novgorod? There's a little crossed sword right now in Novgorod, letting you know that there will be a battle in Novgorod.
Oh.
You see the Muscovite army and Torzhov marching in Novgorod.
Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna. I would just right click on Novgorod here, but I'm not going to because I'm worried it will reset times.
It will. You don't want to. You want to just let them.
Right.
If this battle happens, that would be good for us.
Okay,
because we're going to be the defender against a 1-1 in good terrain for us. The good terrain offsets his 1-1. He's effectively a 0-0-0-0 general versus Wallace, and Wallace is a badass.
Okay. Right.
And he decided against it. He said that was a bad idea. Now this...
No, he's gone back to help Tver, I think. Yeah.
This we do want to try to reinforce too. Now, because you're already movement locked to Novgorod, you are safe to click wherever the hell you want, and it's not going to affect your movement speed at all. I can go wherever I want, and it's still going to be the exact same arrival time to Novgorod. So that is the fastest route to reinforce. We should try to do that.
All right.
We're going to have to take a break before we can do that.
Sounds good. See you guys shortly.
See you in a bit.